Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, so if you thought you knew the whole story of Will Byers' disappearance in Stranger Things, you're going to want to sit down for this. The Season 5 premiere is finally here, and believe me, it rewrites history from the very first scene. Let's break down all the secrets.
Right off the bat, the premiere drops a bombshell that changes absolutely everything we thought we knew. It yanks us all the way back to Season 1, and it reveals that Will Byers' whole ordeal in the Upside Down was way more calculated and frankly 1,000 times more terrifying than we ever could have imagined.
So to really get what's happening now, we have to go back, way back, to the very beginning, to a moment from Season 1 that, it turns out, has been hiding a much, much darker secret this entire time.
We open in 1983. A young Will Byers is trapped in the Upside Down, hiding out in Castle Byers. You remember this, right? He's trying to keep himself calm by singing his anchor song, Should I Stay or Should I Go? But this is not the simple Demogorgon attack we all remember. Oh no.
So after the Demogorgon just smashes through his fort, Will makes a run for it, but he slips and gets knocked out cold. And then we see his limp body being dragged into the Upside Down's creepy version of the Hawkins Library. And as he's lying there helpless, a familiar, totally terrifying figure steps out of the shadows. It's Vecna. Yeah, you heard that right. He was there from day one. Now, Will was unconscious, so he has no memory of this, but this was their very first meeting. And Vecna's words make it bone-chillingly clear this was never random. This was the start of his master plan. And what happens next is just horrifying. See, Vecna doesn't just attack Will, he performs this deeply unsettling procedure on him. This is how the slugs from Season 1 got inside him, sure, but it's so much more than that. This single act created this deep parasitic connection that nobody, not even Will, fully understood. He's been Vecna's unwilling spy from the very start. Okay, so once our minds are blown with that reveal, the episode catapults us forward to November 1987. It's been a whole year since the end of Season 4, and let me tell you, Hawkins is just a shell of its former self. The whole town is now an official, quarantined military zone. Those massive gateways to the Upside Down are covered by these giant metal plates. And in this new normal, our heroes are trying to adapt. Robin's become a DJ, which is cool, but she's also cleverly using her show to pass coded messages. Eleven is training like crazy, but a super protective Hopper is keeping her benched. And then there's Dustin. He is clinging so tightly to Eddie's memory that it's starting to cause a serious rift within the group. To fight back, the group has cooked up this incredibly risky strategy they call the crawl. Basically, whenever the military opens the gate for their own missions, what they call a burn, Hopper secretly tags along, desperately searching for any sign of Vecna. But here's the thing. The group is really starting to fracture over how to handle this new reality. You've got Mike and Lucas arguing that Eddie want them to focus on stopping Vecna, which means laying low. But Dustin, he sees that as a total betrayal. His very public memorials for Eddie aren't just creating tension with his friends, they're drawing a lot of unwanted attention in a town occupied by the military. All this tension is just simmering. And then, who shows up? But Murray, disguised as a delivery driver. And he's not just bringing some new weapons, he's bringing intel. The military is planning a massive burn tonight. This is it. This gives the team their biggest window yet to pull off an ambitious crawl and, they hope, finally find Vecna. But as they're getting ready, two really strange things happen almost at the exact same time. Will suddenly zones out, telling the others he's getting one of his old feelings, that the sky is spinning. And at that precise moment, Mike's little sister Holly is on the playground having this cheerful chat with an invisible friend she calls Mr. Whatsit. And come on, we all know these are not coincidences, right? What's so brilliant here is how it shows us Vecna's new strategy. He isn't just sitting around in the Upside Down anymore, he's launching a two-pronged attack, hitting the physical world through his deep-seated connection to Will, and at the same time, attacking the psychological world by preying on the most vulnerable person he can find, a little kid. So the plan is a go. Robin sends out the signal, a Diana Ross song, and the whole team moves into position. Hopper's ready to sneak into the military convoy with Steve and Jonathan on tracking duty. But, and this is a huge but, their key radio operator, Dustin, is nowhere to be found. The mission has to go on without him. So the team is a man down. They have absolutely no idea Vecna is launching this parallel assault through Holly. And that's when the most dangerous crawl yet begins. Hopper starts his descent into the Upside Down. And he's in. Hopper successfully slips aboard a military truck just as it drives through that fiery gate into the dark, twisted version of Hawkins. There is absolutely no turning back now. But almost immediately, the entire convoy screeches to a halt. Before anyone can even process what's happening, Demogorgons are swarming the trucks, just tearing through the metal like it's paper. All communication is fried. The whole mission was a trap. Meanwhile, back in the right side up, Will just collapses. His neck prickles, and that deep connection to Vecna floods his mind with this terrifying, real-time vision of the absolute chaos unfolding in the Upside Down.
And this is where Vecna's coordinated attack becomes terrifyingly clear. It's a two-front war. While Hopper is trapped and literally fighting for his life in the Upside Down, Will's vision shows him one of Vecna's flying creatures, what he calls a Tauron, descending on their families, right there in their own home.
So the episode ends on this terrifying knife's edge. Our heroes are scattered, they're under attack on multiple fronts, and they are facing their worst nightmare, fully realized. Will's warning is the final horrifying moment of the whole premiere. As he's just staring, powerless, at his vision of the Wheeler house under siege, he manages to choke out these words. The threat isn't in another dimension anymore, it is literally at their front door. And that is the terrifying question we're all left with, isn't it? Vecna's plan, which started with that secret encounter with Will all those years ago, has unfolded with just chilling precision. The team is divided, Hopper is completely cut off, and their families are now on the front line. It is a devastating opening move that sets the stage for what is going to be a desperate, brutal final season.
If you enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe and hit the bell to the later update from my channel. Thank you for watching till the end and see you in the next video.